Chaplains and imam are to please take post. And sign to the colors, take post. All invited guests are please requested to take their seats. At this juncture, may I once again request the special guest of honor to administer the oath of allegiance on the newly commissioned officers. The special guest of honor, sir.
Oath of allegiance. I swear by the Almighty God, Allah, that I will bear true and faithful allegiance to the President, Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, that I will loyally serve the Federal Republic of Nigeria as by the law established as an officer and that I will, as in duty bound, serve for the period of my engagement or re-engagement as the case may be, and go wherever, ordered by land, sea, or air, and that I will serve and obey lawful commands of the government of the Federation and the officers placed over me, and will subject myself to all acts, subsidiary legislation, and service regulations, which now or shall from time to time be in force and applicable to the Navy, in which I am to serve during the period of my engagement or re-engagement as the case may be. So help me God. Thank you.
May the newly commissioned officers recite the national pledge.
May I humbly request that we all rise for the national anthem. May I respectfully request that we remain standing as the color party marches off. Thank you very much, sir. We may please be seated. Chaplains and Imam, please take your seats. The special guest of honor, sir. Next is the goodwill message from the representative of the Chief of the Defense Staff. May I now respectfully request the Commandant, Nigerian Naval College, One, Commodore P.S. Anabrabra, to invite the representative of the Chief of the Defense Staff, Rear Admiral T.Y. Pani, for the goodwill message.
The special guest of honor, I wish to respectfully leverage on the already established protocol. I wish to start by congratulating the newly commissioned officers on their well-deserved commission to the rank of sub-lieutenant. I know that in their new status, they don't really require advice per se, because at this level, they know what is good or bad. However, I will say a few words. Yes, I know where you're coming from. So, you must shed all the mentality that you had before as ratings and embrace officer-like qualities that is becoming of your new status. You must avoid eye service, because no commander likes eye service, even if they don't tell you. You must strive to do your best in accordance with the core values of the Navy, which is professionalism, integrity, and teamwork. It is not a time for you, some of you, to start thinking of taking an officer-like wife or living a life that you cannot afford. It will take you nowhere, but rather put you into serious problems. So, you are advised to live an exemplary and worthy life, worthy of emulations, and the Lord Almighty will bless the work of your hands. On that note, I wish to congratulate you once again and wishing you the very best in your career as officers. Thank you and God bless.
Thank you very much, sir. The special guest of honor, sir. Next on the program is goodwill message from very senior officers who have retired. The first to give his goodwill message is none other than Rear Admiral A.I. Bob Manuel, retired. A round of applause for him as he gives his good message.
Let me put my anchor down on the protocol already established. To all of you seated out there, congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
You've done great. I remember many years back when I was in your position. A commission into the rank of the Nigerian Navy is not just as simple as it sounds. It places on you a very high degree of responsibility. You must, as from this day, begin to see yourselves as special, but special with a big comma to it. Special, but extremely humble. When you go out into the streets, the man you call civilian, you must keep it at the back of your mind that he is a person keeping you in pay. Respect him. Secondly, you will be assigned as you come in as commissioned officers particular duties. Duties that will compel you to do things, achieve a lot of things, really out of this world. You must see yourselves and your commission as having been enabled by the commission to perform these duties. You are not to question whatever that order, lawful order may be. You have to obey it. One moment you are here, the next moment you may be sent to the other end of the world. You must obey. Keep this at the back of your minds. I don't have to say so much. Again, I want to say congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
Shall we give the very senior officer, Rear Admiral A.I. Bob Manuel, another resounding round of applause, please? The next person I shall be calling to this rostrum, it was a one-time flag officer commanding Naval Training Command, in person of Rear Admiral O.P. Fingesi, retired, OFR. A round of applause for him as he takes it.
The special guest of honor, may I have your permission to stand by the existing protocol. Young men and women, I can tell you that today is a very important and red letter day for you. Nobody forced you to join the Navy. You decided to join the Navy on your own volition. And you've seen what it is like. It is not a joke. And they say it's not Gary. But I will understand that all of you now are sub-lieutenants. But in another 3 or 4 years, Some will be promoted, others will not be promoted. My happiness about the Navy, that Navy is an institution of professionalism. If you are sent to do anything and you don't do it well, you won't prosper. So in another 3 years, some will be promoted to the rank of lieutenant, others will still be lieutenant. Some will even finish as lieutenant. So what is important in your career is that you must be very, very agile, you must be hardworking, you must be focused, and you must obey others. That is how some of us have made it. So it is not that you've got it as bribe and that's it. No. This is the breed of you to start working hard and being very, very serious with your job. The job, in every job, comes first before anything. When we were young, during our time in the 1965, during the Civil War, we left our parents and went to fight for the country. And then we didn't care whether we were killed or not because we were fighting for the country. So that spirit should be in you, that whatever is given to you, you do to your best. Your best will not be good enough. But if you are satisfied you've done it well, I'm sure you'll be happy. So for you to know, I was the first flag officer commanding the Naval Training Command. And that was in 1987. That's a long time, I'm sure. Some of you were not even born then. I wish you all the best. And please, my advice to you that any job you have, do it very well to your best of your ability. Otherwise, the Navy is not so competitive that you'll be a sub-lieutenant for 2-3 years, and I'm sure you will not like it. Thank you very much.
Another round of applause for Rear Admiral O.P. Fingers. The special guest of honor, sir. Permit me to state that one thing I have noticed over the past few years that I've been a sub-lieutenant is that every of our very senior officers who are retired are in very good state of health and they are very fit. So I think it's something that is common with the Navy. So as a naval officer, you definitely be fit when you retire. So these sub-lieutenants are assured that when they retire, would all look fit like our very senior officers. A round of applause for them once again, please. Thank you very much, sir. We are slowly coming to the end of today's event. Next on the item is the presentation of Souvenir to the special guest of honor. May I now respectfully request the Commandant, Nigerian Naval College, ONAIR, to invite the Flag Officer Commanding Naval Training Command, Rear Admiral M.K. Onurere, to present the Souvenir on behalf of the college. The Commandant, sir.
Our icons, very senior officers, maybe NOAA president and members of NOAA. I could not resist to say, still enunciate on something after our elders have spoken, now in my capacity as Chief of the Naval Staff. I've had opportunity to be present while we graduated the last two sets of SDPCT. Amrapani said something which, may sound, normal or whatever. But I know, at least, before I was the Chief of the Naval Staff and in my present capacity, heard about the issue of maltreatment of spouses. Gentlemen, especially the male officers, the issue of officer-like wife. I want to emphasize on that. Many of you will now want to see your spouses that have come all the way with you. Perhaps you got married as an AB. Now you are a brand new sub-lieutenant. You want to go for an officer-like wife. And then you throw away the woman that has told you to all these years onto the streets. Gentlemen, it's a promise, not a threat. We are watching all of you. On a serious note, we are watching all of you. If it takes to show us the example, those of you that will maltreat your spouses, and throw them and your kids, because it has happened before, onto the streets, the Navy will make sure you face the wrath of the law. Because we take the family unit as a very, very serious business. Am I lying? No, so you stick together with your spouses, whether male or female. And for the females, of course, if you have a civilian husband, don't go and start bullying him. They are now officer. We're also watching you. That is my word for you. Be happy together, okay? Yes, and then let the impact of this elevation show in the ports of your homes. But again, you must save. You must save for the rainy day. Don't expect that, oh, after your sea time, you are going to one operational base. Operational bases are no longer lucrative. Are you hearing me? Yes, sir. They are no longer lucrative. If you go there, you buy job, you have seen what is happening in the Navy today. You carry your cross. I've spoken. Once again, congratulations and fair winds. Thank you.
A round of applause for the special guest of honor once again. Newly commissioned officers. Newly commissioned officers. All your spouses are officer standard. Is that clear? Yes, sir. I'm hiding under the umbrella of this special guest of honor. So, thank you very much, sir. The special guest of honor, Your Excellencies, very senior officers, distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. Like the saying goes, for every beginning, there is an end. To the newly commissioned officers, this must have been a very welcome end, for it marks the end of 6 months intensive military training leading to a commission in the Nigerian Navy. In keeping up with an age-old practice, the Nigerian Naval College feels obliged to show its appreciation. May I therefore request the Deputy Commandant, Nigerian Naval College, on Captain J. Shenu, to give the vote of thanks on behalf of the college. The Deputy Commandant, sir.
The special guest of honor, Major General Salihi Bashir Magashi, retired, the Honorable Minister of Defense, Federal Republic of Nigeria, ably represented by the Chief of the Naval Staff, Vice Admiral Awal Zubairu Gambo, Commander of the Federal Republic. Permit me, sir, to stand on the already established protocol. I am Captain J. Shenu, the Deputy Commandant, Nigerian Naval College, ONE. In the next 5 minutes or thereabout, I shall be giving a vote of thanks on behalf of the Commandant, officers, and ratings, as well as the civilian staff of the Nigerian Naval College, ONE. It is a great honor and privilege to give a vote of thanks in this memorial occasion of commissioning ceremony of Special Duty Pre-Commissioning Training Course 2022. Let me start by giving thanks to Almighty God for making today's occasion sounding success. First and foremost, I thank the special guest of honor, Major General Bashir Salihi Magashi, ably represented by the Chief of Naval Staff, Vice Admiral Awal Zubairu Gambo, Admiral Medal, who, despite his busy schedule, has found time to grace this occasion. We are grateful, sir. An event of this dimension, involving many eminent personalities, cannot happen overnight. I would like to acknowledge the man behind this grand success. That is the Chief of the Naval Staff, Vice Admiral Awal Zubairu Gambo, Admiral Medal, for his leadership. Words are not sufficient to show gratitude for your continuous financial support to the college, which has greatly helped in the achievement of the college mandate and the success of this occasion. We appreciate you, sir. I must not fail to acknowledge the presence of our distinguished invited guests and well-wishers here present. I say thank you for accepting our invitations. My sincere appreciation goes to the President, Naval Officers' Wives Association, Hajia Dr. Nana Aisha Gambo, and her entourage. Your presence has added color to this occasion, and we say thank you, ma'am. May I acknowledge the presence of commanders, commandants, and commanding officers of establishment, unit, and ships here present. We say thank you for honoring our invitation. My heartfelt thanks to the families and spouses of the newly commissioned officers here present. Your commitment, stewardship, and unstinted support in bringing up these young officers are highly appreciated. I owe a special gratitude to staff of the college who has worked hard to mold these officers. To the organizers of this occasion, I say thank you for your effort. I thank members of the press for evincing interest in covering this event, and all good hearts who work behind the screen to make this occasion a reality. Finally, sir, permit me to leave you with this inspiring quote by Martin Luther King, which said, and I quote, "An individual has not started living until he rises above the confine of his individualistic concern to the broader concern of all humanity." End of quote. I thank you all for your attention. Onward together.
Thank you very much, sir. The special guest of honor, Your Excellencies, very senior officers, distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. With that vote of thanks by the Deputy Commandant, we have come to the end of today's event. We shall be having a group photograph in front of the graduation hall after the national anthem. The newly commissioned officers are to file out and form up for the group photograph while they await the arrival of the special guest of honor and other dignitaries. May I at this point respectfully request that we all rise for the very last time for the national anthem. May I respectfully request that the newly commissioned officers now file out to await the special guest of honor and other dignitaries for the group photograph.